Hey everyone, I'm James,
Not Mary.
and welcome to another episode of the Watch That John podcast. So, this episode, guys, we're going to talk about Deadpool and Wolverine, the Marvel super film of the summer. Well, kind of,
Super film.
yeah,
I
yeah.
would say super film.
You know how Marvel, just a Marvel blockbuster, rather.
It's interesting to see Deadpool now, you know, in the Marvel universe because Deadpool used to be when the first movie came out, it was under 20th Century Fox.
Yes,
And which is funny, they made many references to Disney's acquisition of Fox.
yes,
So when Disney made the acquisition of Fox, they gave the rights to X-Men and therefore Deadpool. So yeah, he's now in the MCU. So I am excited about that.
yeah.
And
I feel like
this
I feel like it gives them access to bigger budgets. You know, they had cameos from the Avengers in this movie. You know, and there were people around the Avengers. They was able to bring in the some characters from the Disney Channel Loki,
Disney Channel Loki
the Disney
Plus.
Plus original Loki. They brought in a bunch of characters from that. I think all because they was able to merge with Disney and it can get a little more dynamic. So
And honestly, I think this movie it was funnier than the first Deadpool movie. I didn't see the second Deadpool movie. I completely forgot there was a second Deadpool movie.
yeah, no, the second Deadpool movie was funnier than the first, but this was funnier than both of them.
Yeah, this one I was surprised by how funny it was. I was literally laughing like every 2 minutes.
Yeah,
More than that, like it was just he's very quippy, very witty. So I had a good job time. But listen, I am thoroughly unprepared for this episode. Like I said, I haven't seen Deadpool 2. I have not watched Loki. I never kept up with X-Men. And I'm like, I'm not gonna go and watch every movie since 2004 to figure out
well,
what's
the
going
good
on.
thing is there's something called the magical world of the internet.
Yeah, I went on the internet and this timelines is still confusing and
The
I still don't
timelines
understand.
are heck.
Like you understand, I was like, hold on, Wade Wilson is Deadpool and the dude from I forget his name, and a man from X-Men 2. Like he is the same
Yeah,
person, but he also isn't the same person.
it's the same person, but they kind of killed off the character real quick, and then they brought him back.
Yeah.
So
And
just
it's so funny because in the movie when the X-Men came, Deadpool was like, "Oh, this plot is so confusing." And I was like, I didn't fully understand it until I tried to do research and I was like, I don't know what's happening.
yeah, no, there's a few times where he broke the fourth wall and tried to
That's the thing.
explain how.
I can break the fourth wall too. The proposal.
But no, the way like he said, he understands that one of these movies are very far apart, right? Logan came out in 2018, right? And Deadpool 2, when did that come out?
X-Men
Also,
Origins came out in what, 2004?
let's see, Deadpool
That's
2.
when we first see Wade Wilson in X-Men Origins. X-Men Origins came out in 2009.
Wow, Deadpool 2 came out in 2018. So that's
The pandemic really slowed things down.
yeah, that's 6 years ago. So they know
Yeah.
that people aren't going to remember, and he doesn't appear in any of the Marvel movies. You know, so
No.
because of that, people are not going to remember who he is outside of like some TikTok dances he had. People had him.
No, people remember who Deadpool is because Deadpool was a big deal when the first movie came out, and people still loved the characters, even though they weren't seeing much of him.
Well, yes, I agree. People love the character of Deadpool, and people love Wolverine, but it's easy to forget the storyline when it's half a decade.
Oh yeah, exactly. It's like unless you're really this. What I liked about this movie is this movie seemed like it was really for the comic fans,
Hmm.
like people who kept up with all the comics, and I was like, okay, that's interesting. And it also answered the question I always used to wonder: is X-Men DC or Marvel?
Yeah.
Like, I didn't think there could be something in between.
No, X Men definitely is Marvel. Is
X-Men
definitely
is not
Marvel.
Marvel. It's Marvel now, but X-Men was Fox.
Was Fox? I thought it
Was
was
Fox.
under.
That's what I'm saying. Like with the acquisition, Disney got 20th Century Fox. Hence the 20th Century Fox like big old I don't even know what to call it statue that appears at the beginning of all their movies.
Yep.
It was buried in sand in the void.
No, X Men was originally Marvel Studios. It was the comic books.
Oh, so why did Fox?
Yeah, there's comic books called Avengers versus X-Men. I think just Fox
Okay, okay,
probably had
okay.
the
So
rights to it.
yeah, so it's a Marvel film. Okay, yeah, so it was a Marvel comic, but Marvel didn't start making, I guess, movies yet. So it was Fox who did it, and then
Yeah.
Disney bought Marvel, and then Disney uh, got a hold of Fox. Okay, 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 okay.
Yeah, the first X-Men comic book came out in 1963, published by Marvel Comics.
Okay.
So it's original. Just the family got reunited. You know, it was a family reunion. So
Yeah.
so this movie, right? Um, it's I thought that since Disney would take over, that it will be less violence and less vulgar. But I feel like the vulgarity and the violence increased, which I was pleasantly surprised.
They was drawn.
They was drawn with a lot of things, you know, like
Yeah.
their jokes was drawn. I remember, man, it was it was like it was one joke that was like, I've been born, like I'm ready. I've been ready since I came out my dad's nutsack or something.
Yeah, but he was like, I shut out my dad's dick ready. Start cracking up. I start cracking up. And then
Hilarious.
Channing Tatum speaking terrible Spanish, and Deadpool is like, "Who is your dialect coach? Dominions?"
Dominions.
I start cracking up.
It's hilarious, you
That was
know.
one good thing about this movie. This movie, like when it did something that they knew was bad and corny, they made fun of it, and
Exactly.
it was hilarious. It was
Exactly.
hilarious.
And I
So
and I appreciate it, right? And the fighting, man. So when the movie opens up, you see Deadpool going up and he's digging up Wolverine's grave. And
yeah,
he's like, people don't know that Wolverine is not dead. And he's dead. He's dead as
because
dead.
he's like, you have regenerative powers. How could you be dead? Like
Yeah.
that's bullcrap. And yeah, his steel skeleton is
Animenium.
dead.
Animenium skeleton. It's like
Some fake element like
yes.
vibranium.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
That skeleton was just sitting there.
Yeah.
And
But that whole opening sequence was genius. I
yes.
loved the bye 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 dance bit.
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
loved it. I literally I watched this movie with dad. So in the theater with Deadpool literally was sodomizing two men at the same time with Wolverine's what are they called?
Claws.
Claws. I
Yeah.
was like, this is hard to watch. I was like, oh my God, that made me uncomfortable. I was like, how cruel do you have to be to I know he did it on accident, but then
But
again,
did he really? I think he enjoyed it
he definitely enjoyed it.
because the
He
dude came
definitely
up. He was like, "You sick f" or whatever when he
Yeah,
saw him.
yeah, and I'm like, I would've said the same thing,
Yeah.
and it's like, okay, but you also went straight for the crotch and multiple times, like, he lifted people up by their crotch with Wolverine's claws high into the air, so him sodomizing someone is like, is it really an accident? Like what happens to the other nice pool? It's like, was it really an accident? You wanted him to die because you wanted that ugly ass dog.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
No,
But
that bye 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 sequence, I was just thinking this is so funny. Like, I
no, it
love it.
was it was hilarious, and he just
Said, "Bye, bye,
stylistically,
bye."
he just makes murder seem so fun. Like,
Yeah, it seems fun. It seemed fun. And you know what? I was never I always thought Ryan Reynolds was cute. You know, I thought he was okay. He looked pretty good in that outfit, I'm not gonna lie.
in the
Um,
outfit,
he
yeah,
looks pretty good in spandex. I don't
yeah,
know, it may have been the CGI, but I was like, "Okay, I'm feeling this." It
yeah.
is a good look. I get why that tailor sexually assaulted him when he first put on
That was crazy, yo. The Taylor just like your Taylor's a predator.
I was
Like
like,
he
"Yo,
just
first he slapped his butt one time,
yeah.
then every second he's slapping his
He
butt.
slapped it and grabbed his crotch. He slapped his butt, grabbed his slapped his butt, grabbed his crotch.
Yo, that was hilarious, yo.
He came out like your Taylor is a predator.
Yeah. But it's like you do look pretty good. Listen, let me stop because I am not advocating for sexual assault. But I get why that gay employee of a TVA couldn't keep his eyes off of Deadpool.
Yeah.
He looked pretty damn good. So
No, it's so let's go back real quick to Wolverine, right? So
what would be
Logan, right? He was dead, and Deadpool, like you said, was surprised he was dead. And you
okay. I also didn't watch Logan. I haven't watched anything. How did this man die? And who is the little girl he's with? Do you know?
So, okay, let's do a recap. All right. So, Logan, the movie Logan, not the character Logan, right, was basically uh was cast in a time where no mutant has been born like the past 25 years. Right? So all the mutants were dying off. He was alone. All his
Why were
friends
they
was
dying? Were they being
there
killed?
was like some disease that this company basically released to kill mutants and to stop people from like birthing or whatever.
Sounds like AIDS.
Yeah, basically it was AIDS for mutants, right? Um, so
We black
so
over here, y'all.
yeah, yeah. So that made um no more mutants born in 25 years. Professor Xavier accidentally.
Speaking of which, I think it is interesting that X-Men came out in the 60s, and I know the story of X-Men has a lot to do with the persecution of mutants and sort of civil unrest. And I was like, I do like that
Mm,
the comic portrayed the actual time,
yeah,
what was
no, you're
happening
right.
in the real world. So
No, you're right because it was like people were racist against mutants,
yeah,
literally.
there was a lot. Yeah, there was a lot going on in the real world. So I do like when the comic reflects
Yeah,
real world issues in its own way.
yeah, because they were obviously a minority, so in the population, the mutants. So anyway, Professor X Xavier apparently accidentally went crazy and killed all of the ever X-Men.
Why? How did he go crazy?
He had like some brain issue. He's like uh
He's Magneto's brother.
he's
Magneto's best friend.
what is telekinetic? He can move stuff with his mind.
Telekinesis.
Yeah, he's telekinetic.
Yeah.
And he accidentally had a psycho breakdown and destroyed all his loved ones.
Why would he do that?
He
Is
didn't
he
do it
Hercules?
intentionally. He's telekinetic. I don't know. He just
Hercules
fried their
did the same
brains.
thing. You know that, right?
You talk about in the original. Well, no, he was cursed. He was cursed by
He
Hera.
was cursed. Yeah. So Hera. Now you got me. What is Zeus's wife name? Whatever. Let's
No,
say
Helen of Troy. I think it's Hera.
yeah, Hera. So Hera
Hmm.
didn't like Zeus because it was a bastard. Didn't like Hercules because that was one of Zeus's bastards. Because Zeus was a hoe and he slept around.
Jon Snow.
Yeah. So pretty much she made him lose his mind, thinking that he was fighting demons, but really he was killing his wife and children.
Yeah,
And to
yeah.
redeem himself, that's when he went on the 12 trials of Hercules.
So then, yeah, maybe Professor Xavier had a Herculean type of episode.
Yeah, yeah.
But anyway, Logan was like, "All my friends are dead." So he
Logan
was basically a drunken limousine driver, and
just started driving limousines.
he just needed money.
Oh,
So he
your
was a
friends
drunken
dying. That's
he
what
wa- he was a drunken limo driver.
so should we not trust limo drivers? Are they all depressed?
They could be depressed, but I don't get in
Mm,
limos anyway.
yeah.
I ain't balling like that. But anyway, somehow, some way, he finds this girl
Like
who
why when there's Uber?
he find this girl who has been experimented on and is a mutant, and she has the same powers as he does.
What's her name? Oh.
Nigga, I don't know her name
You know so much about her, but you don't know her name.
because I
Because
remember.
Deadpool called her like a serial number, and I was like, "What's her name?"
No, he the serial number was a clone that was attacking him.
Oh my god!
I know, it's so confusing.
If I
It's
wanted a confusing story, I'll just play Kingdom Hearts.
what was her name? I forget the little girl's name. Anyway,
Just
the
call
little
it.
girl was a mutant. She had similar powers to Wolverine.
So she could regenerate.
She could regenerate, and she also had bone claws.
Okay.
So, long story short,
Oh yeah. So his claws are what? A retractable exoskeleton?
her name is X-23.
Okay.
X
She's a
twenty three,
rapper.
X-23 was made using his DNA to
So that
make
is his
to make
daughter.
her. Yeah, that's his genetic daughter. And then X-24 is an actual clone of Wolverine. So X-24, Wolverine's clone, killed Professor Xavier, and then he tried to kill X-23, but Wolverine stopped them and they got away. And then eventually, they. If you remember that movie? That movie where I can't remember the name of it. You remember the name of it? Where they had all these kids, It was based off a book where they had superpowers and they kept them caged up, and eventually the kids broke out and killed
The girl
everybody.
with all the gifts.
Yes, the girl with all the
They were
gifts. Yes,
zombies. They were like
yes.
zombies. They were
Think
cannibals.
about the girl with all the gifts, but with like mutant kids. So they broke
Okay.
free and they started wreaking havoc, I think. And either way, Logan was trying to protect him, and
You should read that book. It's really good. It's much better than the movie.
I believe it. So
Yeah.
Logan was fighting
It's
his
terrifying.
clone, and the clone basically picked up Logan and threw him through like a tree branch. And Logan, by the way, was old and his healing powers slowed down.
Oh, that's why Deadpool said that he got chest by a tree branch.
Yes, because he
Okay. I
threw him
was
through
like,
a tree
okay.
branch,
Okay.
and then
It impaled
X-23
him.
it impaled him, and then
Ooh.
X-23, who, like I said, was
Hi, Jaja. What you doing over here?
scratching my arm.
Hi,
She
Jaja.
scratched the mess of my arm too.
I
Dog.
see it. Yeah, I see it. If you put on lotion, it wouldn't be so visible.
Visible. She made it visible.
When you scratch yourself when you ashy, it's real visible. I think if you had lotion on, it's more slip.
Yeah, but this dog broke skin.
Oh, my baby girl, you gotta cut her claws.
Monster.
Don't call her a monster.
She's like Wolverine. All right.
Little Wolvie.
So anyway,
My baby.
the X-23 killed the clone by shooting him with an aluminium bullet, which is the only thing that could pierce his skull, and killed him.
So
And
who
then
made the clone? Magneto?
no, some evil organization that was just effing with mutant DNA. This is a whole long thing,
Mm.
but that's who X-23 is. Logan saved her. Long story short, and he died a hero. Right.
What happened to? Oh, his clone is dead. Okay, so his evil twin is dead.
Yep.
His daughter lives, and Logan's dead.
Yes. Yes. You got
But
it.
why he only really wanted to affect mutants? Why was Logan an acre person? Like, why was he so important? If really he was just trying to save mutants, the whole world isn't mutants.
Why
I know
is
that's
Logan so? I don't know. I think that he was just important just to say. I don't know. I have no idea why he
okay.
was an anchor person.
Yeah.
So anyway, Logan, he is very, very old. Did you know that?
He said he's over 200 years old, and I'm like, I
Yes.
didn't. I guess because he was in a what's it called, a cryogenic chamber.
No. So X-Men Origins Wolverine, right? In 1845 or
What the heck?
1845, he was like 10, and we find out that his real name isn't Logan.
It's James.
Is James, right?
Mm.
And Logan,
Logan's middle name, isn't it?
no.
Oh.
Logan is the name of the man who killed his father, right? He killed his father, James, in a rage. His bone claws extract, and he kills the man, Logan. And as soon as he kills him, his mom was like, "That was your real pappy." So then later on,
What?
and that was 1885. So then,
Okay, but I don't feel bad because why are you killing the man? Try to kill the man who raised me. Y'all should
I
have
don't
told
know.
me this. This could have been easily communicated.
It could have been. So anyway, Logan and his brother, I can't remember his brother name, but he grows up to be Sabretooth, right? Logan and Sabretooth basically go on to live 200 years. They fight every war there is. Logan, so they just go and kill people for hundreds of years.
So if you regenerate, does that mean you also cannot get sick? Or if you
Yeah.
get sick, your body regenerates from sickness too?
Yeah. So, for example, Deadpool, right? And Deadpool
One,
1,
right. He had
he
cancer.
had cancer, right?
Yeah.
And when in Deadpool 2, when he was locked in the cell with like this bracelet on, this neck bracelet on to like stop him from his powers, he started dying again from cancer, you know? So it protects them.
How the cancer still there?
It still didn't go away.
It didn't even go into remission. It just starts immediately. I just feel like you have a remission period. After, I don't know, it just starts immediately. What the cancer's back? I know that happens, but it's like, what? There's a period of remission. I don't know.
I don't know.
It's not like an on and off switch.
I just think about it as in like imagine you had a
the
cookie.
cancer.
Imagine you had a cookie, right? And you bite the cookie. And as soon as you bite the cookie regenerates. You bite it again, you regenerate.
That sounds like heaven.
Yes, but the cancer
Never
is. But in this scenario, you're the cancer, right? You're biting the cookie, and eventually, when he stops regenerating, the cookie just keep getting eaten, right? And that's probably why it keeps going. Versus you're no longer eating a cookie; you're just building more cookies.
You ain't
Yeah.
no doctor.
so so yeah, where were we? Where were we? Um, the so when
So
Deadpool,
Logan killed his daddy,
mm,
and
yep,
then he fought in wars.
yep,
He can never die.
yep, yep,
Then
and
in Logan, okay, he does actually die. How does he actually die then in Logan?
because he was older and his body was just deteriorating. He was 200 years old. So after like 200 years, I guess his body just stopped healing. And
Sounds like a regular person.
yeah, but 200 years longer. He lived for like twice as long as normal people, three times as long as
Okay.
normal people.
Okay. So they aren't immortal.
No, he's
Okay.
not immortal. Eventually, his powers stop. And I imagine that Deadpool is also going to live a very, very long time, you know,
Okay.
because the
Yeah.
aging process, the same way, it just slows down
So
everything.
do you know? Whatever. I don't because I'm like, why does Deadpool in the first movie had no interest in becoming an X-Men?
Hmm.
Why does he want to be an Avenger so badly now? What happened in the second movie to really change his mind so he doesn't want to be just an anti-hero, but he literally wants to be the world-saving type?
Well, the first movie, the only reason why no this the first movie his motivation was to save himself. The
The
second
first movie,
movie
his motivation, yes, he got the cancer. Then, yeah, he became ugly and he was afraid to go back to his girl.
and then
And then the X-Men
he
came.
tried to kill the dude who made him ugly, who basically put him in
Yes.
that like
Who is
oxygen
fine. If
vacuum
you look that
chamber.
good and you make me ugly, I'll be so mad. 'Cause he is cute. I was like, "Oh."
Yeah, they put him in like a vacuum chamber, and that's how his skin like dried up and everything. I thought it was burns until I remember what they did to him. Like a really low oxygen chamber until he turned super. So he got revenge on him. In the second movie, he went back and
You've seen the second movie.
yes, I seen the
Uh,
second movie.
it's on Disney Plus?
It is on Disney Plus, Deadpool 2.
You watch it.
And
Yeah.
1. 1 and 2 is on Disney Plus.
Oh,
I'm not
okay.
sure if Logan is. It probably isn't because it's 20th century. But
It's
yeah.
so funny when they met up. Deadpool's like, "Welcome to the MCU. You kind of came in at a low point."
No, that was pretty funny. At one point, he was like, um, 20th Century Fox killed you and Disney raised you, and you're going to work for the next 90
Until
years
you're
until
90.
you're 90.
Oh man, I went to movie tavern, so
Mm.
we were getting our orders taken. So I didn't hear.
Movie Tavern is a movie theater that you can eat, and they bring you food and drinks to your seats. And we went to a similar movie theater as well yesterday.
Yeah, so I didn't hear Deadpool's opening dialogue about the Fox acquisition and like the MCU, but it sounded really funny, and I was
Hmm.
like, "Damn, I should stop ordering." But I really want this chicken Caesar salad, so and I got some pretzel nuggies, so that was good.
Mm.
But yeah, I if you want to go by storyline, I just have things that he said that I thought he was funny. So I'm gonna let you move this episode right along.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think the biggest things is um after in the beginning of this movie, Deadpool was just trying to be normal. He was a car salesman.
Well, that's because he
He
got
got
rejected
rejected.
from the Avengers. Yeah, yeah.
Yes,
Okay, that's my question. That's my question. So what drove him to now want to be like a real hero, not just an anti-hero, do whatever he wants? Because in the first movie, they wanted him to join the X-Men, and he told them, "F off, I don't want to do that."
he did. I think he wanted to do more. He wanted to be more than himself. Like he wanted to be important. And I think
All right, break down to me the second movie. I know his girlfriend died, but what sort
so.
of like
Second movie,
mental crisis was he going through?
his girlfriend died, and um, this kid, Fire Fist, he was he was in this. Hi, mom. He was in. Oh, that's Gene Gibbs, not
Yeah.
Jane Gibbs. Hi, Gene. Ruin our podcast. Um, Fire Fist was in an orphanage, and this dude from the future said that he grows up to be an a hole and kills his whole family and destroys the whole world. So we came back to the past to destroy Fire Fist, and he's a kid, so Deadpool protects him.
Yeah, he has some sort of moral,
Yeah, for this kid.
you know,
So he
some
saves the
moral restraint
kid,
killing a child.
and he changes the kid's future by sacrificing himself, but not really sacrificing himself. It's a whole trippy
Okay.
thing. But in the meantime, he realized the bond of the X Men. And actually, there was one point where he made a group called the X Gang, I
I
believe,
don't understand how my phone is on do not disturb, but like, what's
and
going on?
the X Gang, I think it was called the X. What is it called? Basically, he made some group to go and rescue this kid,
Oh yeah,
and
and they were like, "Doesn't that sound derivative?" He was like, "Shut up,"
so then they
because I think Wade Wilson's character in X-Men, he was a part of some team called Team X or something.
yeah, something
Well,
like
if you
that.
got Team X, you got X-Men. You
No,
like,
there was a lot of X's. There was a lot of
yeah,
X's, definitely.
yeah.
So they had this whole elaborate plan to jump off this helicopter and do all these things. And when they jumped out and did parachute out the helicopter, everyone on this team died on the way down, except for this one girl who was lucky. So I think after that, he realized the importance of teams and not working alone. And he also found a family outside of his girlfriend who was dead, you know. But then, oh no, because when he went back in time and Vanessa was now alive. His girlfriend was now alive at the end of the movie, you know. Um, so yeah, he just felt more like teamy, and he wanted to join with the Avengers. And Happy essentially told him, "You ain't it."
Yeah, you're not the world saving type.
Yeah, and the road saving type. And then he just kind of took it to heart, which
Yeah.
makes
Start
sense,
working
right?
at CarMax, aka Drive Max.
Because he doesn't know it yet, but he's probably almost immortal. He's gonna outlive everyone he loves. If he's anything like Wolverine, he's gonna live a long stinking time.
Yeah.
And just knowing that, he's probably like, "Yo, I kind of want to make an impact and do a little bit more." And yeah, I think that's why he wanted to be an Avenger.
Okay. Okay. So yeah. So
So I think
you
it's
know what the significance of Wolverine's uniform? Because I never noticed that Logan never wears a uniform in any of the X-Men movies. I guess he thought he was too cool for it.
no, your uniform is original to the comics.
Okay. Yeah, I do remember the yellow.
Yeah,
Not from the comics, but from that that
cartoon
animated
show.
series.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
animated series.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, the uniform. If you look at the first X-Men comic, I just googled it. It's
It's a classic Wolverine uniform, yeah.
the classic Wolverine. Well, not super classic. The classic Wolverine
Classic
uniform
to us.
was like red.
Red. Okay.
Yeah, it was like a red Wolverine. But eventually he started wearing yellow. That's kind of what we know him as. There we
And it's
go.
funny because yeah, remember when he
Like
was
this
looking for
that comic book.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I love the yellow. I love the yellow and blue. But it's funny when Deadpool was looking for the correct Wolverine after he was taken in by the TVA. Um it's so funny. I just think about him messing with that TVA guy, that TVA worker. He was like, "You can't keep your eyes off me. Who you calling?" He was like, "HR." But when Deadpool pretty much was told by the TVA that your world is going to be destroyed as like a casualty, and like if because Logan's dead, and he went to go find Logan and he saw all those different Logans, he saw a very short Logan and he was like, the comically accurate short king. And I was like, oh yeah, that is true. I did hear in the comics Wolverine is very short, and that makes sense because he literally is what, a honey badger.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So yeah, short tempered, rabbit man makes sense. And then we saw Wolverine, but he was played by Henry Cavill. Do you know who that is?
No.
That is Superman. That is the latest Superman.
Ah, when he was like working on the bike and he was super
Yes.
husky.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
He was like, "Oh, the fable's all true." He called him something. Wolver Cavill. He pretty much mixed together Wolverine and
His last
Henry
name.
Cavill. Yeah, yeah. And he was like, "Oh, we'll treat you so much better than them dudes across the street." So better
The
than DC.
DC.
Yeah, I was like, "That's hilarious." Because my thing is, I don't know. People didn't like his first Superman movie. I thought it was really good. I thought
The,
it was really good.
I didn't see any of the new Superman movies. Ever since Ben Affleck became Batman, I kind of dropped DC.
You saw his first movie though. You saw this first Superman movie with Henry Cavill.
Oh,
We
Man of Steel.
Man of Steel. I
I did see
really
that.
liked Man of
I did like that. I
Steel.
did. It came out like 15 years ago. It felt like
It wasn't that. Yeah, yeah.
it was a
It was
long
that
time.
long.
It was a
15
long
years ago was
time.
like Smallville. But I liked it not only because Henry Cavill is fine, 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 fine. Like it was just I liked it. I liked it. But
2013. That's when it came out.
it seems so long ago, doesn't it?
That is 11 years ago, though.
Oh my goodness.
I
But
know. Time needs to stop.
I think I'm going all over the place. But the TVA, are they in Loki? Have you seen any of Loki?
Yes, yes. So the TVA, the Time
The Time
Variance
Variance Authority, I think is what it's
Authority.
yeah.
Yep. So they exist to make sure that all of the universe stays on one um sacred timeline.
So my thing is, are they the same as Miguel and his group in the
Uh
Spider Verse?
it's kind of similar where they're trying to make sure the same canon events happened
Exactly.
in each universe.
Non-canon events cannot. It seems like the same thing. And I understand, if we're talking about the multiverse,
Hmm.
it's kind of all that it is.
Yeah, and I think that's essentially what they do. They're just like an agency, kind of work in the background. That's like the FBI, but also spies, but also like you said, the Into the Spider Verse people who just kind of not necessarily control the cosmos, but if something not supposed to happen,
They monitor it
they
and they try to
monitor it.
control it.
They jump to that timeline and they reset it
Mm.
to get the variant course
And
back
they
in
also
line.
destroy timelines too because they destroyed Miguel's timeline. Because remember, something happened with his world, and
Oh
then he
yeah,
went back somewhere else to get to his daughter, and it screwed everything up or
yeah,
something like
it
that.
destroyed it. But for him, Miguel, I feel like it wasn't. Yeah, it's something pretty similar. It's something
Yeah,
similar. We
yeah,
won't
yeah,
go too deep into it.
yeah. Because I can't remember it fully, but
Yeah. But if you guys want like a deep explanation, watch the first one or two episodes of Loki, and you understand who everyone is.
did you watch it? Did you enjoy Loki?
I did enjoy Loki. I didn't
Okay,
finish the season. I watched like
yeah,
first 3 episodes or so. I did
and you
enjoy
liked it.
it.
You liked it.
It's pretty funny. It's also on Disney
That's
Plus.
yeah. That's what I like about these Marvel movies. I know they said kind of every character is funny. Like you kind of can't be a Marvel guy unless you're funny. And that's probably why this Deadpool seemed a lot funnier than the first one. Cause it's like you're a Marvel dude now. Like, I don't know. Everyone's funny. Besides Captain America. He doesn't need to be funny.
No, Captain America. But no, you're right. You're right. Everyone in Marvel is
Who
funny.
isn't funny? Everyone has quips and jokes. Like,
Yeah,
so
everyone
yeah.
does.
But my favorite scene in the movie was the fight in that Honda Odyssey.
Ha ha ha! Them niggas was going at it, yo. When he
Honestly, it
was,
was kind of hot.
it was.
I don't know what it was. There was something with like a Deadpool. He he like they were in the passenger seat and Deadpool like stuck his knives in Wolverine's chest and the chair reclines and Wolverine just kind of laughed and blood spit out. I was like, whew. I was like, I don't know what's wrong with me, but I was kind of like he just laughed. And I was like, I said, wow. Oh, you're a man, huh?
Yeah,
That
man,
don't phase
man.
you.
Nah, they were basically fighting for hours
You
on
know,
hours.
it's so funny because I looked at DQ and I said, "So, if me and James had regenerative powers, do you think this will be us?" He said, "Absolutely."
We always talked about once we
Fighting to the death.
graduated, fighting not to the death. We
Fighting
never said to
forever.
the other, fighting forever. He
Yeah,
said, "We're gonna fight forever," and that's exactly what
forever.
that was. They fought forever,
And it
and
was just hilarious to me because at one point Deadpool was out of the car. He jumped back in the
he
car to
jumped back in
continue
the
to beat
car.
Wolverine's ass.
So there's
Like,
a sport called car wrestling where
James,
two people,
you've been in Oklahoma for too long. Because
or two
what's with a
people,
hillbilly hick stuff is car wrestling.
were basically two people, right? They sit in the front and passenger seat with the seatbelts on,
That's just called
right?
domestic abuse.
So then the timer goes off, and it basically you have to wrestle. So what happens is the first person to take their seatbelts off,
That's just
and
called
like,
being slapped by your mama.
and they get choked out before the other person can take their seatbelt off and like fight out the passenger seat. It's crazy, and I think that's what it kind of spawned from.
Where did you see this?
Google car wrestling. It's a sport.
The internet is a scary place.
It it's dark and full of terrors. You
But
know.
it was just funny. It's dark and full of terror. It literally is. It literally is. Like, it was just funny. Deadpool was like, I was wrong about the Honda Odyssey. This car fucks hard.
Yeah, they were trashing the Honda Odyssey so hard.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness. And I didn't put two and two together why he hated the Honda Odyssey so much. It was like, oh, he did work at Drive Max.
He
So,
used to sell the car, so we know exactly what they are.
oh my God.
You
Did
know.
you also throw up in your mouth a little bit where Dogpool came on the screen?
That is the ugliest creature I've ever seen in my life. Yeah. When that dog came out with his tongue perpetually out of his mouth, touching his chin, I'm like, this is disgusting. And Deadpool just let it lick his face.
He was tugging the dog down. At one scene, the dog's looking his face. Then the
Mhm.
next thing you see him looking at the dog, tugging the dog back. I said, I hate him. I hate him.
yo. And he was gonna keep the dog.
He was like, "Oh, you need someone to protect the dog in case something terrible happens to you." Talking to Nice Pool,
Yeah.
and Wolverine's like, "Don't do anything to this man." Like,
But he
he's like,
ended up killing him.
and it was planned.
He was
He
planned.
planned the whole thing from the beginning because he wanted that dog.
He was like, "Let me know when you regenerate." After they had the shootout between that
All the other
Deadpool and all
Deadpools,
the
yeah.
other Deadpools, he's like, "Regenerate? What do you mean?" He just picked him up and used him as a shield until his head got blown off.
You can tell that you are a sick bastard if the thought of someone who's essentially you
Yes,
kill someone who looks just like you.
just like you. Yes.
You don't give a damn, and you are a danger to yourself and society. Oh my goodness. Y'all better be glad Deadpool don't turn evil.
Yeah, no,
Because this
seriously.
man's moral standard is already in hell. Like,
Yeah. His morals is how he feels that day, and he doesn't care about killing people
exactly.
at all.
He should have listen, Wolverine should have kept him restrained in those seatbelts.
So, what do you think about one? So, when they're in the desert after they get like
In the void.
in the void, right?
So,
After they get,
I had to Google what the void was. So apparently, the fragments of destroyed the fragments of pruned timelines appear in the void. That's why 20th Century Fox was there.
say that again.
So the void is where when a timeline is pruned. So when a timeline gets pruned, it pretty much means that I guess what it's like if something an abnormality happens in a timeline, the timeline needs to be like cleansed, of that abnormality. And I think when a timeline is cleansed, that means it's kind of is done away with.
They said it was like a purgatory.
A purgatory, yeah. So the fragments of what's left over from the pruned timelines appear in the void. That's why we're seeing all these people that we haven't seen before. That's why we're seeing Chris Evans not as Captain America, but as a Human Torch. And I had to go back and look it up because I have not seen Fantastic Four since I was 10 years old. And sure enough, that is Chris Evans.
Oh, snaps.
He is the Human Torch.
Wow.
And that was hilarious. They're like, oh my God, he's going to do the thing. He's going to do the thing. Flame on. What? We don't know that guy.
It's crazy how they just recycled characters and act like we wouldn't know. Like Ryan Reynolds was a Green Lantern. You know what I mean? Originally,
Ryan Reynolds was a Green Lantern. Yeah. Oh my goodness. But they tell you it. They don't just be like, okay, I like how they are aware that this is ridiculous and they make fun of it.
Yes. No, I agree. So, what's weird? Also ridiculous. So we're in the void and they get to Ant-Man's giant like skeleton, right? and it's controlled by
I've
that
never
woman.
seen Ant-Man either.
You never saw Ant Man?
I've never seen Ant-Man. Is it good?
Ant Man's it's
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 I.
it's serviceable.
It's like I hate the fact that all these major plot events are in mediocre movies. So by the time I don't know Civil War came, I'm like, what happened in Ant-Man? What? I skipped this. What do you
No.
mean? I don't care. Like, but no, it's actually a big deal.
So what is? Here we go. So when they get to the void, and that woman is owning the void, um, Cassandra
Cassandra.
Nova, played by Emma
Cassandra
Corrin.
Nova. That's hilarious.
What?
Cassandra Nova, like Casanova.
Oh yeah. Cassandra Nova, right? Played by Emma Corrin.
She's in bald hell.
Yes. So
Bald hell's hilarious.
you know what I thought was weird, right?
Uh,
It just didn't make any sense.
uh,
So she was Professor Xavier's
brother.
sister, Professor Xavier's sister, right?
Okay.
And he didn't know that she's existed because before she was born, they sent her to the void. My only question is, just because they're siblings doesn't mean that she also needs to be bald. That confused the
They
crap.
have alopecia, generational
I
alopecia.
was
You never
like,
heard of
why
that?
is she also bald? Like,
Mhm.
I didn't
Now,
get
when
it.
she first came out, I thought it was the bald John from Doctor Strange.
I thought it was a bald joint for Doctor Strange too.
And that character always confuses me. It's like, okay, so you live in Thailand, you dress like a monk,
But
but
you're a
you're
white woman.
white.
No, you're right.
Okay.
You're right. No.
And I felt the same way. Like I said, when freaking Channing Tatum came speaking Spanish, I was like, there's so many Spanish speaking actors, but they made fun of it.
They made fun of
Who's
it.
your dialect coach? The Minions? Because he said something. I was like, no, this has to be a joke. He said
Yes.
something. His accent was terrible. Like he said, it's not like he had cotton balls in his mouth. I was like, what did he say? And that's what I say. It's self aware. Like it's in there for you to make fun of. Like
Yes. So one of the funniest parts that they wrapped up towards the end, right, is when Wolverine at one point Wolverine and Deadpool gets captured and they get taken
by
to
Cassandra.
but they get taken to Cassandra, right?
Oh wait. Who's Elias? Do you know? Is that Loki too? The big
Elias.
smoke dragon.
I have no idea who that is.
Okay, I bang with Elias. Terrifying. Horse.
I don't know who that is, to be honest with you.
Okay.
It could be on Loki, but it's not in anything else I've seen. It's not an X-Men, it's not in Logan. I don't know what it is. It's not an
Should we
Ant-Man.
be doing this episode?
I don't
Oh
know. I
man, I'm
saw
sorry for the real comic fans out there. If you're
yeah, like, oh
listening,
my god, how
oh
you
my
don't
god,
know?
I don't know shit.
How you
We
don't know
don't.
who Elias is? You
We do
know,
not.
like
I've never seen this dragon
no,
smoke.
no idea.
But continue. What happens?
Anyway, so when Wolverine, Deadpool, and um the Human Torch was captured, right?
Mhm.
And once they he was like, "Oh, who's Casanova?" And he told her about her. And once they got there, he was like, "Yeah, she said he said this about you and that about you."
Just lying.
Just
Just
lying,
making stuff
just
up.
making stuff up.
And he was like, I don't even know what half of that means. Like, I don't have the foul mind to come up with the
Come on.
insults that Deadpool is accusing me of.
Yes, right. And then she just went up and ripped his skin off. And, and
She
Logan's
flailed that nigga.
she flailed him. Logan's like, "What the f, dude? You just got him killed for no reason." And
And then
Deadpool was
she
just like,
buried him.
Then she buried him, right?
Yeah.
So did you stay along into the end of the movie?
I did.
You
I
did.
did.
You saw
When
the
he deep
cutscene.
faked the videos.
You think he deep faked it?
Yes, he deep faked it. We know he didn't say that. He deep
He
faked
was
the
like,
videos.
so he was like, this is what he really said. And the dude, he went off, yo. It is crazy because this is Captain America. Captain America don't say anything. Like,
Yeah,
he might
Captain
do a
America's
darn.
stoic. He's a good American. Even Chris Evans himself, I think, is like a Christian.
Yo,
So I am surprised that he played a character this vulgar.
yo, he was so vulgar.
Huh, that might be why they killed him off. Maybe he was just uncomfortable with all that. He was like, I need to be right with God. Let me just get my skin ripped from my bones.
From get purged.
Do you have what he
myself.
says up?
No, I don't. Do you?
No, let me search. I What would I even say? Human Torch on Cassandra. Human
Yeah, there we
Torch
go. What does Human Torch say to Cassandra?
talking about Cassandra. What does the Human Torch say?
Did Donnie actually say that?
Human Torch quote. Uh, is it there? Ah, I don't even know what that means. I see that.
Let's see. I'm trying to
Wait.
get the words. I don't think they have it online.
I'm getting close.
Are you on
Uh,
Slash Film? Okay. Casanova, a mega man.
no. Well, I'm gonna say it because you don't curse.
Okay, yeah. That's it.
And I'll tell you who she is. Casanova, a megalomaniacal psychotic asshole, a finger licking dead inside pixie slab of a third rate dime store nut milk. What does that even mean? A third rate dime store nut milk, so like almond milk, nigga? And I'll tell you what she could do. I'm listening. She can lick my goddamn cinnamon ring. That got me dead. Cinnamon ring is disgusting. Do not call your anus a cinnamon ring. She can lick my goddamn cinnamon ring clean and kicks rocks all the way to bald hell. In fact, I don't give a shit if she removes all my skin and pops me up like some nightmarish bold blood balloon. If the last thing I do in this godforsaken cum gutter existence is light that fuck box on fire, I still won't die happy. The dead person, holy shit, girl, you crazy. She can lick my goddamn cinnamon roll. Cinnamon ring is disgusting.
He's not done. He was like, I won't be happy until I urinated on her freshly barbecued corpse and horse F the charred remains while gargling Juggernaut's juggernauts. And you can quote me.
Oh my
Yo,
god.
I think that was the funniest part of the movie, yo. I was laughing
Oh my
so hard,
god.
yo.
No, bald hell had me bald hell. And when that nigga said when he was at the TVA, he was like, I have a black belt in Karen.
I
Hollered.
saw that.
Hollered.
Black belt and Karen.
This movie was just funny,
It's
y'all.
just
We don't
funny,
know what
man.
the hell was going on, but it was funny. But one thing that I appreciated, let's clap it up for Wesley Snipes returning to the big screen.
Yo, for real.
Returning to the actually, I did see him in a movie with Kevin Hart before, and he was like a bad dude. He was Kevin Hart's brother.
Oh, I do remember that. That's on Netflix.
But and
That's
the
on
thing
Netflix.
is
Netflix is
that
like the medium screen.
that is on Netflix. But give it up for Wesley Snipes. He done paid his
Yes.
taxes. Probably not.
Yes.
But he's here. He's here. And my thing is, it was a subtle tribute because when he walked out, that camera stayed on him for so long.
It did.
He had like a 15-second cameo. And I was
He
like, because
did.
that's fucking Blade.
Exactly.
Put some
That's
respect on
Blade.
Red.
Put some.
That's oh my God. That's New Jack City. Put some respect on Wesley Snipes. Let's clap it up for Wesley real quick.
Yes.
I was like, I love it. I love it.
I
I was like,
agree. I agree.
it's 2009 all over again.
I agree. I was like, oh my God. I was like, oh, they got Carmel Electra. I was like, what? They got Blade?
I
Like,
saw her and I was like, that's Carmen
that's
Electra.
Carmel Electra.
You know who I was waiting to see? Daredevil.
Oh, they asked about Daredevil, and he said that she was dead. He killed them.
Daredevil wasn't She-Hulk though. So who knows? Pretty much anything goes when your whole plot is that there are multiple universes and anything goes.
Yes.
And you know what? I love it because it keeps us guessing.
It does. It does. And mostly guessing wrong.
Yeah, guessing wrong, but it's like there's literally it's like, I people may say, "Oh, I don't know." It's such a loose crazy plot device that literally you can come up with so many different stories.
Yeah.
So why not?
Why not? I agree.
Why not? But one thing that I love this too, when all the different Deadpools came out, when girl Deadpool came out, she was fine as hell. I was like, oh, I said, she had the little ponytail coming out. I said, bitch, listen, I am getting Halloween costume. Like, I was like, oh, she's fine. I was like, this is, but I did take a deep sigh. I was like, we already saw this in Spider-Verse.
Oh, the different versions of Deadpool.
Yes, and that was
Yeah,
hilarious. You
yeah.
can't top what Spider-Verse did.
You can't.
But then, like I said, this movie, literally Deadpool said, "Guys, no, I have to tell you something. You think he's gonna talk about something important?" He
Mhm.
said, "Enough with the multiverse." I said, "There you go." So the writers of the movie were just very aware of how we feel as an audience.
Mhm.
But they still gonna put it in there because why not? But
Why
it's like,
not?
we know you're coming in at a low point to the MCU. We're trying to rebuild something here.
Yeah.
The Avengers is over. Iron
Yep.
Man is dead. You
Yep.
know what I mean? Like, so bear with us, and we're gonna poke fun at ourselves too.
No, I agree. And I enjoyed it. And Wolverine, yo, this nigga snapped at all those Deadpools. He took all his rage off. And when he jumped on the bus, my nigga, and just like carved through those things
I loved.
like a weed
I love movies
whacker.
like that. Yeah,
And just
yeah.
it
Did you
would
notice
just
the ad on the bus? Did you know the ad on the bus?
no, what was the ad?
The Stanley Steamer. Call 1-800 Steamer.
Oh,
Stanley Steamer, and it says it there.
dang. Even
Stanley
Stanley
Steamer
and
makes your home cleaner. Yeah.
Stanley, even in death, making
Stanley Steamer.
cameos.
Yeah. I was like, "Oh, that's great."
That's
I was like, "I
great.
love that." I
So
loved it.
it was a beautifully violent, and it was hilarious when
You know,
when
they mess people a lot up in motor vehicles in this movie. Yeah, because they
when
had the Odyssey and now the bus.
yeah,
Yeah.
but no, when they were shooting at Wolverine and Deadpool, and Wolverine just got up with the dog, and he was like, "Stop!" And he just walked calmly
Because they
with
all
the
love the
dog.
dog.
They all
They
love the
all
dog,
like,
and
"We're
it
not gonna hurt the dog."
and they all love that other nigga,
Peter.
Peter.
That was
his
so
his.
funny. Did you see his
I'm
nutsack?
about to say his big nuts.
Oh my god. Wow. This is Disney?
This is Disney. And
Wow.
even the lady, I think her name is B-52. She's like the black officer for the TVA. She was like, "You look good in that suit."
I felt the sexual tension. I was like, "Is this real? Am I imagining it?" And she said, "I was like, okay, okay, because this movie's ridiculous."
The movie's
But I
ridiculous.
thought it was so funny how Peter came and it was like, "Oh, Peter," and then Deadpool and Wolverine just walk away.
Just walked away. He's like, "Oh, Peter."
It's like that is so stupid. I'm like, so are they still there? What's happening to that timeline? Are they still just walking? They just walked
Just
away.
walk away.
I was like, that was hilarious. Oh my goodness. Yeah.
So I don't really understand like Cassandra Nova's thing
Who cares?
because to be honest with you, it is a who cares because she got to that big machine to blow up all the universes, and Wolverine and Deadpool fought over who was gonna save the world, and it was just like Guardians of the Galaxy when Quill went to grab the Infinity Stone, and he would have died if not for Rocket and Groot and
The power of
Drax.
friendship and
The
what
all grabs
eyebrows.
it, and yeah, all grab the Infinity Stone. They can absorb it together. The same thing with Wolverine and Deadpool, where they
Okay.
just grab it all together and they just absorbed it,
Yeah.
absorbed all the antimatter and matter flowing and everything, which doesn't make any sense. Like
But listen, it was fan service
it was
because it
because,
gave us a reason to look at Wolverine's abs.
and I can't believe how old Hugh Jackman is in that ripped. That's insane.
Remember when he Deadpool made references to The Greatest Showman?
Did he?
I never seen that movie, but I
It's a
know
really good movie.
songs from it.
Yeah,
Yeah, Bray tells me all the time, "It's so good, it's so good."
yeah.
Yeah, it's because Hugh Jackman he's a Broadway girly.
No,
So for him to play such an
he
aggressive
said
role,
a Broadway girly.
he's a Broadway girly.
Mm-hmm.
He comes from theater. I know they all do, but like he's into like musicals and stuff like that. So,
Australian actor.
yeah.
He's 55 years old.
Listen, even Deadpool had to stop in the middle of dying
I
to
know.
look at the
He
abs.
just checked them out. It was hilarious,
I
yo.
said, "Jeez, ugh,
Hilarious.
my God." But yeah, and I did like that. It was corny, but it's like this movie is called Deadpool and Wolverine. It
Hmm.
takes two.
It takes two, baby.
Yeah.
No, I thought no, I thoroughly enjoyed it. I thought it was
I enjoyed the
Violent.
soundtrack too.
Yo, the soundtrack was fun. It was a
I had
bunch
a
of
good time.
throwbacks.
Yeah, I
You know
had
what I
the
mean?
soundtrack was good. A bunch of music I never heard, and I
Yeah.
love it when they have, like I said, my favorite scene was probably the Bye 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 opening credits.
Hmm.
That was incredible. I was watching
Kids.
like I can't believe this is this good.
Yes, kids are calling that the Deadpool dance, and not that he
I hate
was.
children.
I know, not that he was imitating
I hate Gen Z.
JT. He was just the Deadpool dance.
I hate children. The Deadpool dance. I should choke you.
Yeah, that's what they call it. Bye
Abort
bye
all
bye
of them.
bye 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 bye.
The Deadpool. I'm sickened. But I was watching a YouTube video, and apparently, uh, clothes from the early 2000s are now considered to be vintage. So
Wow.
I was on YouTube literally. Do you remember that store, Wet Seal?
Mm-hmm.
They was like, "Oh, I have this vintage shirt from Wet Seal, this vintage Wet Seal." I'm like, "What seal? What are you talking
What are
about?
you talking about?
What seal was in a mall?"
It was in the mall.
You make it talk about like freaking I don't know Chanel, like vintage Chanel. This is literally the equivalent of Five Below. They just sell clothes. Like
Mm-hmm.
what? But all right, what would you rate? Anything else you want to say?
Nope, I'm good.
Listen, we did a terrible job, but we had fun.
We had fun, just like the movie. The plot was kind of weak or whatever, but it was fun. It was violent. Who
People kept
cares?
saying, I did not want to see that movie. People kept saying the movie wasn't good. The movie wasn't good. And I think for me, coming in, I think it's better to come in with kind of no knowledge of what's going on and just having fun. And I cracked up.
Yeah,
That literally was the funniest movie I've seen all year.
yeah, absolutely.
And I did not expect that. So I give this movie a large bag of popcorns. It's ridiculous. It's vulgar. It's awful. It's hilarious. Go watch it. And I have a new respect for Ryan Reynolds because I wasn't seeing it for Bull. Now I'm
Yeah.
like, I like you. You look damn good. Even when he was in a Hot Odyssey, he was like laid back, and like his like leg was kind of elevated, and he was like, the Honda Odyssey fucks hard. I said, "Oof. Do you?"
You need to stop. I also give this movie a large bag of popcorn. It's
Yeah.
definitely a watch that, John. It's not the type of movie where you could take your kids and go watch.
Absolutely. It was awkward watching some stuff with dad. That sodomy scene, I was like, my father is here. And this is going on for 30 seconds.
They didn't stop it.
He was having a conversation and still sodomizing these men with knives.
It was just so much. It was just so much. And the Channing Tatum scene. I wish they could just like release some of the scenes, like the bye 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 dance. Should we release the Channing Tatum talking? Like,
No, please. No, I hope they don't. I hate it when a movie gives too much away in the trailers. I hate it.
Like just to watch those scenes again. I'll watch those again right now and just laugh. That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay. Yeah, I think the movie has been out long enough. If you haven't seen the movie, you probably won't see it in theater. So yeah, they should release it because that was hilarious. I love Channing Tatum too. Oh Jesus.
Yeah.
There's a lot of hot people in this movie if you can't tell.
Yeah. They did it for the fans.
It was fan service. I'm like, this is a manly man movie, and I'm not supposed to be affected by this. Oh man. Very homoerotic too. Hilarious.
Yeah. Hilarious. It really was. So thanks guys for listening to another episode of the Watch That John podcast.
Yes.
You can listen to us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever else you find your podcast. You can also follow us on Instagram at
Are we on
Watch That
SoundCloud?
John. No, we're not on SoundCloud.
We should get a SoundCloud presence.
That's like for underground rappers, Mary.
No, but they have podcasts too.
Okay, we can look.
I've listened to podcasts on SoundCloud.
Too. Okay, we may or may not be on SoundCloud. I don't know. I'll check it out.
We'll see about it. Yeah.
And you can follow our YouTube channel at the Watch That John podcast on YouTube, where we post the audio versions of these podcasts, including an episode where we did a video episode of the tennis movie. You're not helping me, nigga.
I'm not going to.
You're not going to. Challengers.
There you go.
The video.
I almost got to the inverted part where they take it up.
You did. Challengers. So thank you guys for listening, and we'll hear you soon.
Bye. How do I stop the recording? There we go.